and we continue to talk about being vulnerable. And again, we are going to have to shift the paradigm. The paradigm is going to have to take a shift. We're going to have to reevaluate a lot of the things that we see here now insofar as our professional careers. We offer services to all medical professions.
Ah,
So
okay.
if you are RN, nurse practitioner, you're a surgeon, we are trying to broaden our market where we're doing firearm training and concealed carry classes for all the individuals in the medical profession.
You know why I love that so much? Part of my campaign there was the school shooting frenzy is not as newsworthy anymore. Now they're worried about the impeachment and everything else is covering the news. But when I was running, there was a big issue when it came to school safety and school shootings. And my entire answer for the school shooting piece, not the actual all the match, but just the school shootings was allow. Very simple rule. I don't have to put armed guards at the school. I don't have to force anybody. All I do is say, if you have a permit to carry and you want to carry and you are a teacher or administrator, you may. That's it. Once you make that rule, you may. People got mad at me and said, oh, he's arming teachers. I'm not. If you don't want a gun, you don't have to buy one. You don't want to bring one to school. You don't have to. But if you want to, you have permission to. Once you do that, now these school shooters can no longer plan because they don't know who's armed, which makes it no longer a soft target. That's exactly what you're talking about for a hospital.
But the thing is, it's like being at the Waffle House in Virginia. The young lady serving us waffles and sausages has got a beautiful Sig Sauer 226 on her hip. And so you understand exactly where you are.
Right.
Okay, in the time in which you do. Here's another one. We offer another service for real estate agents.
Okay. Real estate.
Because some of the sisters you talking soft targets. A lot of the women are showing homes and houses and apartments to complete strangers, and they're being assaulted and assailed.
Got it.
So we offer personal protection.
I never thought of that. That's brilliant.
Firearm safety to real estate agents. Again, another target that's a soft target that we offer classes and training to are all locticians, hair salon, barbershop owners. So we offer services.
Hold on, I want to go back to that real estate piece. That's intriguing. What is special in training for that person versus the Waffle House person?
It would be similar to the Waffle House person. You know where you stand with her.
Got it. So you would actually be telling her that she should be carrying openly?
I wouldn't suggest, no, my brother,
because that's what I thought. It's different, right? It's a different environment, right?
Environment. So if we talk in New Jersey, Connecticut, and NYC, it's going to be more of a concealed carry or personal carry. Now you got to understand, a lot of women are being assaulted by men who have no interest in looking at the homes. They just want a female real estate agent, and we have a whole lot of material to support this point. That I think that's another soft
They're just
target.
Looking for a vulnerable female.
Indeed.
Got it.
But males as well. Let's not do gender, because if a male is showing an apartment, he is just as vulnerable too.
But doesn't the average predator go for the woman because they believe the woman is going to be an easier target?
I would say yes to a degree, but the paradigm is shifting and the times are shifting. So I think everyone should be prepared for whatever. You know. And then we also do for hospice and home health care workers who go do people who live in the projects or high crime areas, but they are hospice workers where they have to come, people on oxygen, and they're going to high crime areas, but they have to do it. So that's another service that we provide. So we're trying, Fitness, Fuel, and Fire is trying to touch all markets. All markets. So when we're talking about,
you just brought another part. That you're talking about my campaign. We had trouble getting into many urban communities when it came to the Second Amendment. They didn't want to hear us.
Jesus.
And one of the reasons, yes. And I think you and I discussed this more than once. But the idea, and I want to make sure people hear this, if you go to a poor community the people who are assaulted are very often the weakest people, older people, younger moms with kids.
Yes.
You're a mom with a kid, someone comes to you and they might kill your kid. You're giving them whatever that person wants. You will sacrifice yourself for your child in 5 seconds.
Yes.
Whatever you want, sir, it is yours. Don't hurt my kid. Right? If you're an older person, an older male, female, you physically can't stop someone. You're older. You can't do it. Some young, strapping 20-something. But that firearm, all of a sudden, you just made the great equalizer.
But we also offer
right.
to the elders, the retired military vets. We just put together a program just for the fun of it, for activity. We got an elder program for
activity. Tell me about this.
The activity is we do a firearm fundamental class just for the fun, because remember now, a lot of the elders are prior war veterans.
Yeah,
sure. But we tend to forget that some of the mothers and fathers, World War I, World War II, Vietnam vets, they're just older.
Absolutely.
And this is something that was a part of their lives for a long time.
Right.
And to take them on a wonderful field trip, just to put together an elder trip to the gun range plus dinner, a fundamental firearm class, just to
something to look forward to, some purpose.
And it's a beautiful thing. And I think that would, that's a recruiting element, and it doesn't have to have them buying guns. It's something they've done before. They hunted before. They've shot before. And we want to bring that back. Here's another program that we introduced, Larry, that we're working on. And it's a firearm safety program for the hearing impaired.
Okay. Soft target.
Soft targets.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. And then we're trying to take it into other areas. Again, we have to be creative with this because we can't reinvent the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to find out as a business, how can we touch other markets where people are going to receive it, it's going to be appreciated, and it's needed.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to stay into the professional areas. And one more thing we want to talk about, a lot of the people who are eligible here in New York City to get their firearm permits, that they're so overlooked in the community, are these single mothers who have 2 kids, who had the same job for 8, 9, 10 years working for the city. They are eligible for their firearm permits. They are vulnerable. They can have an in-home firearm permit. Single mom, 2 children, working, arm full of groceries, coming in from work.
Right.
Okay. So we're trying to eliminate and look at soft targets as a consultant and see where Fitness, Fuel, and Fire can come in and apply our services.
This is almost exactly the opposite of what most people think of when it comes to anyone pushing firearms. Right? Most people think, oh, firearms, you're a gun nut and you want to go off and shoot bears, right? That's what people think.
Right.
And there's not one time in the almost 2 hours we've been talking that you haven't focused everything you've talked about on someone who's hurting or vulnerable. You have always focused the entire time on that. It's refreshing. It's a good message that I don't think we hear much at all.
Well,
I don't think we hear it.
Well, my thing is, by hanging with you, you've motivated me in ways that at some point I would like to sit with you and some of your people, because I'm interested in being a part of the political scene insofar as potential city council.
Oh, I like that. Oh, you just made my night. You called me celebrity, and then told me you want to run. Oh my God, this is a good night for me.
I want to talk to you. I want to learn the way. I'm interested in learning the language, and I'm interested in finding out what contribution that I can make insofar as pro-gunners, and adding to an intelligent conversation, and finding a way, like you said, bridging gaps.
Yeah.
There is a whole athletic piece to firearm, the art.
Agreed. No, I completely agree.
And I'm looking to be a part of infusing this into the community insofar as competition. I would love to put together a New York City, inner city, 3-gun competition youth team to travel the world.
Be amazing.
This is what we need. And they can come back as ambassadors.
Sure.
Not coming here talking that gun-ho madness, but can talk about, I've been to Japan. I have friends in Australia. We didn't win the competition, but I was able to go here and there. I met so-and-so celebrities. We need to sit down, Larry, and take this conversation to another level, man.
I'm in. Let's do it.
I'm deadly serious. We need to reach into the Asian market. We need to talk to our brothers and sisters who are coming in from India, Pakistan.
You mentioned that to me. Tell me about that.
Interesting. I think there is, again, I'm thinking from a business pie. If I'm looking at a pie chart and it's a business pie, going for a particular